John Luke Ray, breaker of narratives, on X says, breaking news. The Florida Alligator Alcatraz has officially filled the surrounded waters with gators for any illegal migrant that is bold enough to escape, and will be open for business in 48 hours. The facility in the middle of the swamp here in Miami, this was proposed by state lawmakers to support U.S. President Donald Trump's deportation agenda. It was once used as an airport, but has been repurposed to house illegal immigrants. That is a lot of alligators. Like, is that real? They're like crawling on top. How do you even feed that many? Do you like feed them prisoners? Look at, you can see them from like up high. There's so many of them. That's crazy. The alligator cartel. I mean, honestly, this might be like the ultimate prison. Make Alcatraz look like a piece of cake. This is when you escape. This is what you're looking at. I'd be like, "Can you let me back in, please?" Well, my prince says, "Florida man builds castle with moat and pets." Alternate title. So Florida, it's comical, right? Only in Florida would they be like, "Hey, I got an idea. It's crazy enough to work. We build a prison and we surround a moat, fill it with alligators, and no one can escape." Genius. And then they actually do it. That sounds like one of those like drunk thoughts, like, hey, wouldn't it be crazy if someone did that? It's like they actually did it. Like that, it's a real thing. I told you that was gonna be a quick one. How about this one? This is a great one. This comes to us from the Patriot Oasis. It says, liberals are not going to make it another 3.5 more years. Watch this. Now, full disclosure, I have not seen this yet.
Does anyone?
But I saw the nose ring, and I was like, all right, I'm game. Let's hear this chick. Let's hear a mental breakdown from a lefty lunatic. Let's hear. Let me guess. Trump bad? Elon bad?
Anyone feel like they're slowly watching their country die before their eyes?
Nope.
We keep meeting these moments like, this is it. This is the end.
Good point, Jay Sulia. It's Stand With Ukraine t-shirt. I didn't even notice that. But of course.
The end of our democracy. It's the end of our constitution. And it's like, yeah. And I'm scared. I'm scared for people in worse situations than me. I'm scared for myself. I'm scared for the world. Honestly, I'm learning a little bit more about the Supreme Court decision, birthright, citizenship, judiciary power, right? And I just saw a video and it was basically like, yeah, the president should follow the law, but it's not really the judiciary's like power.
This chick should be at home making babies and doing the dishes and making a fucking sandwich. What the hell is she? This is the problem. This is the problem with some women, is they're trying to like do something. It's like, this is not your purpose. You're standing up for all this shit. You have no idea what any of it means. You have no idea what's even happening. And you've been indoctrinated by the news. And instead of doing what would fulfill your life, you're like, I'm going to go counterculture and fuck the world.
Responsibility to stop them if he doesn't. Oof. So right now he wants to go for citizenship, but what's to prevent
All right, hold on. Dave Viper, that was a misspeak earlier. Come on.
From coming after more of our rights, like women's right to vote.
Netflix Forward says she looks baked out of her mind. Good point.
19th Amendment. What if
this is like the Casey Tron where she just gets completely baked and she's just like, time to record, baby. Let's go.
What if he's like, yeah, that's not a thing anymore? And then the only way for us to get that right back is to sue and prosecute it all the way to the Supreme Court. Like, am I wrong? Is that not what they're saying? Because that's what it sounds like they're saying, that only people who can afford and
Revolt Cry says, I'm baked and I haven't lost the plot yet.
have time to litigate things all the way.
Now, here's a hot take. Dormant Sykes says, removing women's right to vote would solve a lot of the immediate problems we have right now. That is definitely a take. One that I don't necessarily agree with, but also one that I might be able to be talked into.
The way up to the Supreme Court can have their rights like in place.
Hey, it was sarcasm. Sure it was. Sure it was.
Am I crazy? What the fuck is happening? I'll never forgive MAGA. And if you're like,
what are you even mad about? What I've been listening to this while I'm reading what you guys are saying. All I'm just hearing is some unhinged bitch just crying on camera. I'm like, name what you're upset about. What is it? What is it? What's happening that you're upset about? Instead of Orange Man bad, I don't like him. What is it?
It's the district court. Like, what are you gonna say when they come after your guns? When he just passes an executive order and he's like, yeah, the Second Amendment no longer.
Okay, so now she's hitting with the he's following the law to the letter of the law right now, which you guys are fine with. But what are you going to do when he starts not doing that? What if he starts going beyond the letter of the law and doing more than that and enacting new rules and making everything illegal? What are you going to do then? It's like, well, that's not what he's fucking doing right now. So why are you jumping to that point?
Replies. Just like you do with birthright citizenship. Like, it's right there in the Constitution. Did that stop him from saying it's not real? No, it didn't.
That person back there is not real.
There's nothing to stop a tyrant when the check.
Oh my God. I'm sorry that cuts off. That was getting really good. Now we have the other side of the spectrum. You thought that was horrific. This is going to be more of a palate cleanser for you. This comes to us from Defiant Elves, where it says, more and more people are waking up and realizing that the left is actually insane. And again, I have not watched this either. I just bookmarked it because I'm like, I really want to compare and contrast these two septum-pierced women and see what their different perspectives are. So here we go.
I'm not even a Republican, but every time someone on the left opens their mouth right now, like, I am this close to becoming a Republican. When I hear the words, no human is illegal, coming from a group of people that more than likely own fucking passports, like, I'm this close to putting a MAGA hat in my cart. Like, I am trying to be reasonable, okay? I am trying. I have very leftist views, okay? I don't like guns. I believe in trans rights. I believe that if you're a consenting adult, you can do whatever the hell you want to with your...
The narrative is starting to fall apart and break. They're like, I believe in trans rights. I believe in this and I believe in that. But these people are still crazy. It's like the things you believe in, you're going to stop believing in because you're already crossing over and realizing how nuts they really are.
Your body. But when you start replacing words like mother with birth giver, and you see people like Gavin Newsom calling his own wife the first partner of California, like, I can feel my soul applying for an NRA membership. Like, I have traditionally leftist views, okay? I recycle. I believe in clean energy.
I recycle? What? I like how that's the first lefty point. I believe in traditional leftist views. I recycle?
I believe in healthcare for all. I understand and acknowledge that racism is alive and well in America today.
It's only alive because of lefties. Republicans, for the most part, are not racist. It's a perpetuated myth that keeps being propped up as a grift to make money off of. That's what these lefty lunatics have learned. If you're completely useless, you pull the race card out and you're like, Daddy government, give me money because I'm a marginalized person. And for a long time, that was working. Unlike the people that were claiming they needed help.
But when I ask for something as simple as border security and you start throwing out words like racist and fascist and bigot and all,
Look, it's a cult. It's a cult. As soon as you start questioning it, they automatically label you and push you out. You are, to them, a concern, a potential virus, and they need to completely eradicate you from their cult immediately.
authoritarian, I start Googling where to buy a fucking F-250. And I don't even like trucks. I hate trucks.
Tribal Chief Gandorf on Kick says, first step to waking up is to remove the nose ring, which, again, I guarantee you that will eventually come out. And she'll look back at this being like, what the hell was wrong with me? My brain was warped. I was in this weird trance where I just believed what my friends were telling me. And I just fell for everything. I couldn't think for myself. She's waking up right now. And she's like, holy shit, these people are nuts.
I would never drive a truck, but the way you guys are acting is literally making me want to do something so cringe, like fly a giant American flag off of my front porch. And don't even get me started on 4th of July. Oh my God. Every time that a leftist says that they're not celebrating 4th of July or that 4th of July is canceled, I promise you another piece of American flag clothing gets put in my cart. I mean, maybe at this point I should thank you for reviving my patriotism, because every time you open your mouth, I become more and more of a patriot for this country.
That was amazing. That was amazing. I would love a follow-up from this girl like 6 months or a year from now to see how much she's progressed and in getting away from the cult and what it's like, and how, honestly, how much more beautiful as a woman she becomes. Losing the septum piercing, losing the weird colored hairdo, getting everything right on her, because she looks like she has a shit ton of potential. Imagine if she loses the leftism. Beautiful women are coming back, and you gotta love it. But anyways, I'll leave that one there.